Gleek, 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 gleek. Take Notes TV is the one and only notes, and we still taking over. Tune in, tune in, tune in. Get right with me. You know how we do, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in right now. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. You now locked in with the Stack Notes Show featuring me, the one and only Notes, and my boy AGM Stacks.
Yeah. Let's get it, man. We got a lot of crazy shit to talk about today, Notes. You already know.
Yeah, facto. Hit that like, notification, subscribe button before we start all these crazy stories. Oh, you know we got to talk about this Diddy stuff. I know y'all want to know the vibes, but a couple stories we're going to get to before I do all that, and we're doing it real right. Please hit that like, notification, subscribe button. First story of the hour, we're going to talk about with my boy AGM Stacks. We're going to talk about Benzino defending himself, asking his daughter, the lovely, beautiful Coi Leray, for shmoney. All right, so you know what I'm saying? If you guys are late to the party, Coi Leray, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Benzino, they've been going back and forth a little bit. Coi Leray did an interview with Angie Martinez and Angela Yee. I talked about this in my latest episodes with Why Not. Shout out that boy CT Why Not. And you know what I'm saying? Coi expressed her upbringing and how she felt that Benzino was envious and jealous toward her in the beginning because he still wanted his shine. Then she talked about some of her struggles she had, I guess more so while living with her mother, saying she had to sell drugs. You know, they was messed up and they was po. Benzino refuted that, took it personal, was like, that's not true. You know, I held you down. I provided a luxurious lifestyle for you and your brothers. You know what I'm saying? I had the feds kick in my door and take everything away from me. I don't know what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? He's saying you lived with me in Atlanta. You was a bad, spoiled kid, and I ain't put up with none of your BS. But I loved you unconditionally. And yeah, I asked you for money now that I'm down on hard times and I don't got it like how I used to. And might be seen in the Red Roof Inn with another hip hop journalist or something inconspicuously. You know what I'm saying? Times ain't what they used to be or whatever. But what do you make of this, broski? Like, is he wrong for calling his daughter, who's successful right now, saying, hey, can you throw your dad a couple dollars?
So bro, this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he really is hurting that bad and she don't know, that means that they probably don't really have a tight relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because if you struggling, I'm pretty sure your daughter would know, like, all right, yeah, I see my dad's hurting. Let me come help him out with this and that. You know what I'm saying? So she clearly don't rock with this dude. You know what I'm saying? And is it warranted? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't say. From what I'm hearing, I really don't know what Benzino did that was so bad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can fill me in. What did he do as a father that was so bad?
All right. You know, I don't know what he did so bad, yo, but, you know, like, this is what I'm gathering. This is only a vibe. I can't confirm nor deny this, but I just feel like, you know, she tried to bring him around. He's just being a little, like, too clowned out, yo, like, on the set and stuff like that, in the stew sessions, and you know, it just got overbearing, so she, you know, put him to the side, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, that's what I think kind of happened.
So you think she, like, more so embarrassed of him, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think, like, you know how like, the embarrassing parent at the school or something like that, that you're like, Mom, leave me alone, or Dad, go in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is at the video set, you know what I'm saying? Also, let me tell you something. Even Drake is guilty of this, show. Like, you know, because I heard Drake's dad talk about this. You know, the kids, sometimes they like to, you know, maybe over-exaggerate how bad things may have been at the time. You know what I'm saying, too. You know, but Benzino, you know, you living a wild life, yo. When she was with her mom, you don't know what the heck is going on. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, though.
Well, see, another thing I was thinking about, because he was, like, talking about, like, oh, yeah, I did all this for her. And, like, Stevie J, I don't know if you've seen the clip, he's like, Stevie J, help me.
Nah, Stevie J, Nori, Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Why aren't y'all standing up for me?
But even with that, bro, like, they might have seen you, you know, have your daughter in a mink fur. But that don't mean the rest of the year, you know what I'm saying, you was doing what you needed to do as a pop show. So that's not a good, you know, indication of, like, you know what I'm saying, how you was as a father. But I'll say this, too, like, he said, you know what I'm saying, he did have trouble with the feds and everything, so maybe shit was good, but, like, you know, both things could be true. Like, he probably did support her and help her out, But then, you know, when he had the legal trouble, it probably was rough for her. So she probably, you know, did have some animosity growing up, had some hard times. I heard us talking about she used to work in the mall. So she working in the mall, you know, clearly she didn't have the money like that. So, you know, I think it's a old stubborn father, you know what I'm saying, not really trying to hear his daughter, and maybe a young, you know what I'm saying, naive daughter not realizing how much the father did for her.
Yeah, man, I think it's a combination of both with that. Now, back to the main question at hand. And I think it's kind of answered, yo. Like you said, like if you really locked in with your kids or something like that, they gonna know the vibes with you financially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and you know, but he's saying like I think a situation happened with like kind of with Hov and his cousin with. She said no, and then she went public with it though, and it hurt his feelings.
Man, let me tell you this, bro. Like, I just have a philosophy that you really shouldn't ask people for money. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I
Unless
feel you.
it's for like a heart transplant or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, or you know, something really extremely dire. But you didn't pay your bills. It's not a reason to ask even your own kids, bro. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Nah.
you don't want to become that burden, bro. You just don't want to become that burden. And as a man and as a father, you're supposed to provide for yourself. So you automatically kind of turn, like, not turning your daughter off in that way, but you're just rubbing her the wrong way because she's like, damn, you're supposed to be my pops. I'm supposed to be able to damn near come to you if I'm tapped out, but you know what I'm saying? You asking me for money, so I think it's a little bit of that too. So yeah, I'm not saying that she shouldn't help her father out, but I could see why she might be hesitant or why she might not want to do it.
Nah, facto. I agree with you. I think, like, you know, like I'm saying, everything you said was correct with that. But, you know, this is just crazy how it's been blown out of proportion. Like, you know, how they're using it in the media and stuff like that. How, because, you know, going back and forth, you know, with Coy, his daughter, online. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And last word I want to say is that, like you said, it's crazy because in the end, Coy's eventually her career is gonna fall off, but that's still gonna be her father. You know what I'm saying? So all these media outlets, they pulling them apart from each other, but you know she gotta realize that's her pop. He's not perfect, but at the end of the day, that's your father. You know?
Yeah, nah, and I said this in my last episode. Why not? You only get, you know, one father, and I know he did the best he could, whether he was right, wrong, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? And he has a point where he says like certain media outlets who don't like him, maybe like you know using it against them, and that part, you know, is sad. You feel me?
Nah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. But here, you know, we're gonna tap more into that, you know, as more stuff comes out. But just give me all the update on that, because me and my boy why not reported on it. All right. On another note, because you know I'm not fake over here, I try to keep it real. Just want to send my RIP and shout out Young Dolph as he passed away 2 years ago from today. RIP Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Goat Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Young Dolph. RIP. Allegedly 2 years ago today. Well, 2 years ago today, he was tragically killed. You know what I'm saying? In Memphis, you know, his hometown, while getting some cookies. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, definitely missed on this side of town, y'all. Definitely missed Dolph, yo. Miss his music. Just missed the movement and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Key Glock and them boys over there at PRE. But just wanted to say that real quick. Feel me?
Nah, for sure, man. Shout out Young Dolph. That was one of my favorite rappers. Funny Young Dolph story real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was in NY, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and my son's mom, we went to the concert, and I don't know what I ate, but you know what I'm saying? I just say, man, I was in the bathroom, man. Hell no. Man. It was very uncomfortable, very embarrassing, but I was able to handle my business and get to the show. But I'll never forget that day, man. So shout out my boy Dolph.
Yeah, man. Shout out Dolph, man. Very powerful voice, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely independent, you know what I'm saying? Hustler, getting that money, man. Motivation to all, man. Tragically killed by senseless gun violence, man. So RP Dolph, man. RP Dolph one time for the culture, man. Just had to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, many of these fallen people like Pop Smoke, Takeoff, Dog, you know, people just, you know, RIP and just forget about them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? So, trying to keep them.
Nah, that's a fact, man. So RP and you know, praying for his family because I know it's rough each and every day. You know, dealing with life after you know having such an amazing guy who you know what I'm saying really was a staple in the community as well.
Nah, definitely was, especially out in Memphis. But you know, all over, yo, you go all over. Got a lot of love up top, down south, even West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got a lot of love, yo. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just sad, man. So definitely wanted to, you know, just remind everybody, you know what I'm saying, Dolph, you know what I'm saying. He's gone, but you know, forever remembered. So we moving on though, you know what I'm saying. Hit that like notification, subscribe button. Got my boy Adrian Stacks one time on a Friday afternoon with y'all, you know what I'm saying, 4:44 in the afternoon. 444. Next story we're talking about, and this is a great that I got AGM Stacks here to discuss this. We're talking about Adam 22, no jumper Adam 22, and T-Rail going back and forth with each other, talking about they could beat each other up. Now, from my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, like Academics had linked up with T-Rail, and then T-Rail and Academics linked up at T-Rail's live show. That's how that went?
Yeah, but at first, you know, they was at Academic Studio. They did, you know, the Fig Munity podcast, and then, you know what I'm saying, after that, they did the Fig Munity Live, and then they invited Act to come out to that show.
All right, so they did the Fig Munity podcast, you know. During that discussion, T-Rail was talking this shit about Adam, you know what I'm saying, and he did say he would beat up Adam. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he said it, you know, I will say he was saying it like in a playful way. But yeah, man, he definitely was popping his shit, and he definitely, you know what I'm saying, was standing on business. I don't know if he was trying to flex extra hard because Act was there, because there was a point where they wouldn't even mention Adam, you know what I'm saying? But Act, you know how Act is, man. He like to stir the pot up. He like, oh, I thought y'all was some real West Coast Crips. Like, I can't believe y'all just letting them talk to y'all crazy. So, you know, he put the battery in their back, and, you know what I'm saying, T-Rail bit, and, yeah, man, we got a viral moment off of it.
Yeah, so Adam, he was with his family at Disney World, and like you said, like, you know what I'm saying, he just got word that, you know, I guess people in this Discord or whatever was like, Adam, T-Rail's talking shit, so he'll beat the shit out of you. So Adam didn't even wait to get back from Disney World or back to the hotel room or wherever they were at, and decided to put his festivities with his kid and his wife on hold and step to the side in a very crowded amusement park and start popping off, talking about how T-Rail is handicapped and only has one functional arm and only weighs 96 pounds soaking wet. So how the hell could you beat him up? You know what I'm saying? In true white boy comedic fashion, that's how Adam responded. It took time out of his day. You know, one thing I will say, though, is like both of them got each other's names in their mouth. So I don't want to hear like T-Rail saying like, oh, Adam, you on my dick and all this other. Like, y'all both talking about each other a lot. And y'all doing it for a profitable gain. That's my only thing, bro.
Nah, you're right. But, I mean, the funny thing about it is they both really need each other, you know what I'm saying? Because the biggest content they get is when they dissing each other. You know, that's when they start going crazy and getting the views and fessing it up. But, yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is, you know, I know for a fact Adam, I know he really don't want to, you know what I'm saying, go toe-to-toe with these dudes outside, and he would definitely get the police involved. So, but, you know, at the end of the day, bro, like, it's a content game. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing content, and, you know what I'm saying, you got to just outdo him with the content or leave him alone.
Nah, facts, man. But, you know, a lot of content they're making is about him, you know, so, you know, it could go either way, you know. It could definitely go either way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you know, if he sees somebody say, oh, they're going to whoop his ass, you know, you can't not expect him to respond. Of course he's going to respond, but, you know, it's just like, we know for a fact he's never going to, like, meet up with these guys, and they're not going to squabble. None of that's going to happen, but it's just all content, bro.
Nah, fact though. And I want to shout out Fig Munity because they definitely had a crazy packed out live show all the way on the East Coast. These are some Cali dudes, yo. And they had a packed show. I seen it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, shout out them dudes going independent and making moves, yo. I really got to salute that one. Because that's major. What you think, bro?
Nah, man, it's crazy how they was able to leave, you know, that one situation, that no jumper, and you know what I'm saying, handle their business. My bad, bro. That's a lot of noise in the background, my dog.
Oh, my bad.
But, nah, you good. But yeah, shout out to them boys, and hopefully they can keep going strong.
Yeah. Facto. Moving on, yo. We get into some sports stories. We're gonna get back to TDE, and we're gonna get back to TDE with the live show and academics because some shit went down with that. But before I do so, we're gonna talk about some sports stuff because I got the creator of Fangoon Sports right now. You know what I'm saying here, and we're gonna talk about this whole entire Minnesota Timberwolves Warriors fiasco with Draymond Green put Rudy Gobert in the chokehold, all right, and dragged him about 10 feet, dragged his 7'3" body frame 10 feet to the foul line, all right, to get him above Klay Thompson, all right. So anyway, Pat Bev calls out Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Cat, for not having Rudy Gobert's back. He said he taught him better than that, you know what I'm saying? He feels that, you know, basically Cat went out soft and, you know, they should have, like, held down Rudy Gobert when that whole incident happened. And I did feel the Timberwolves were a little soft in that whole fiasco, or they just didn't really rock with Rudy the long way. So it was one or the other, yo. But what did you make of that, bro?
Nah, man. I don't like how they trying to just call Cat out, bro. You gotta put your boy AE in there, too, bro. He looked real timid, trying to get Draymond off of Gobert. And you could say y'all don't rock with Gobert, but right now, he's one of the reasons why y'all one of the top defensive teams. And you know what I'm saying? He actually got in the mix for his teammate. So the rest of y'all supposed to hold him down. And y'all not supposed to let him get yoked up like that, bro. That was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with Pat Bev. And, you know, Cat, I've seen him get yoked up by Ben Simmons, so I don't expect too much from him. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of y'all guys, man, y'all gotta hold your boy down.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, real quick before I get at my boy. Shout out the best player in the NBA, Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the best player, Anthony Edwards, in the game right now. But did Ant hold Rudy Gobert? Was he right next to Rudy as Draymond put his arm around him? And him and Draymond got into it the game before with each other. And did Draymond put his arm around the biggest wolf that the Timberwolves had, yo, and let him know, like, you don't want none? Yeah, that happened. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll say he gingerly put his hand on Draymond's lower back, like, stop. He did not make no effort to really remove Draymond. And we seen the game before, Draymond was getting crazy, calling him a pussy nigga, just violating him all on the court. And he was just like, yeah, you just think you're a tough guy, you know what I'm saying? So, AE, bro, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, lock in and, you know what I'm saying, stand your ground a little bit more. But, yeah, you are one of the best scorers in the league. I cannot take that from you, but take that away. But, yeah, man, I was really disappointed the fact that he didn't really do more in that scuffle.
Now, if I'm Rudy Gobert, I want a goddamn trade, all right? Nobody held me down. Fuck y'all, all right? I want to leave, y'all, all right? You want to let me get dragged 10 feet by Draymond Green. Y'all ain't going to crash out, yo. I can't. There's no way we're a playoff team with this type of soft energy, man. This shit is whack, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, yo, this is the first time Rudy's been playing, like, aggressive damn near his whole career. And now y'all don't want to be aggressive with him? Like, come on, man. Like,
I don't. Crazy, I gotta keep everything. I gotta keep everything a bean. I did not like that. So I did have to report on that. Unfortunately, yo, you know what I'm saying. So I do want the Timberwolves to step up. Now, on another note, Draymond Green received a 5-game suspension for that. You know, the whole league was getting on his case about it, saying it's repetitive behavior. Steve Kerr said, "You have to do better, Draymond. He knows he has to do better. He deserves suspension." What do you make of that, Brody?
I mean, you know, it was appropriate. Draymond's been wilding. He definitely has been wilding. But, yo, at the end of the day, nobody really, like, enforces nothing with him. Like, he's still in the Warriors. Mm-hmm. You know, they got rid of Jordan Poole. They kept
after
him.
He duffed him out crazy.
Yeah, after he duffed him out crazy. So, like, is he – like, that's why I'm like, man, cut it out, Steve Kerr. You know you like that shit, man. At the end of the day, your team is
why you always lying?
Man, he brings, like, the intensity. and that comes with it sometimes. But at the end of the day, like he was trying to protect Clay. Clay was the one who really was wilding out. So, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just the enforcer that's going to just take it to the next level. But I do think he's wilding out a little bit. But at the end of the day, I know they like that shit, man. Steve Kerr, even the NBA, they like that.
Nah, facts. I mean, it's entertaining. The team is wild soft. Andrew Wiggins playing real weird right now lately, yo. Klay Thompson age is catching up to. They gotta have somebody doing something, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but they're playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Andrew Wiggins, shut up. All right, but we're gonna move on, man, because this is another crazy story. Oh man, former Celtics player Glenn Big Baby Davis reportedly convicted in an insurance fraud scheme. Former NBA player Glenn Big Baby Davis and Will Bynum were convicted by a New York jury on Wednesday for participating in a scheme that defrauded an insurance plan for NBA players and their families for over $5 million. More than 20 individuals, many of them former NBA players, have been convicted in connection with the case. The scheme involved submitting fictitious dental and medical claims to the NBA players' health and benefit welfare plan. Terrence Williams, a 2009 first-round draft pick, received a 10-year prison sentence in August for his role as the ringleader. The convictions highlight the engaging in fraud, regardless of notoriety or success in sports, can lead to criminal charges, according to U.S. Attorney Damian Williams. Glenn Davis, who's 37 years old, played for the Celtics, Orlando Magic, and Clippers during his 8-year pro career. Will Bynum, 40 years old, has stints with the Nets, Houston Rockets, Sacramento Kings, Celtics, averaging 7.1 points a game and barely 2.4 assists in 153 NBA games. So I don't think neither of these guys even had 10 whole years in the league to even require for the retirement package. But now, this was some real scamming, going on. I think Big Baby still be in Boston. That's where I think his dispensary's at. They got a lot of shites in Boston. You can find yourself a fraud scheme out there too. Terrence Williams, he got convicted. He doing a 10-year bid for this, so it's very serious. You know what I'm saying? Very serious. What do you make of this, man?
I mean, we've been hearing about this, for years now. So I think, it finally caught up to him. He thought he was going to be good, and he thought he wasn't going to, catch up to him. But Terrence Williams, unfortunately, he's doing 10 years, you know what I'm saying? So Big Baby, he got to do his time too. And, they got Will Bynum, Kenyon Doolin, Clint Portis. It's a bunch of athletes that was involved in these type of scams, So, it really comes, the moral of the story is like managing your finances. All these guys want to be in designer and trick off on all these women, but then they run out of money, and then you try to catch back up with scams, to keep the image going. But, it's not worth doing hard prison time, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's sad because when you come out, nobody's gonna rock with you on some clean business stuff because they know that you're shady. So,
fact though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that as we see, for some reason, it's the black athletes that are all involved in this. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been hearing about different scams, even with like Brett Favre and stuff. So, I think when it comes to our people, they like, oh, nah, hell no. Like, a group of niggas, like, nah, y'all definitely going to pay for y'all sins. And, unfortunately, that's what's happening with this case, man.
Nah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you, man. So, oh, man, it's just sad, that many of these players, like they said, it was over 20 who got indicted on this, had a result to this, you know what I'm saying, because of poor financial decisions. Wrong influences around them, or whatever the case may be, and financial illiteracy and all that, you know what I'm saying? So take notes on this, people, you know what I'm saying? Just because you come into money don't mean you can't disappear, you feel me? Yeah, all right. Just give me all the sports stories, but we getting back to the drama. 2 more stories on the hour. A lot of drama on this Friday evening. All right, yo. TDE Goons ambushed DJ Academics last night after one of the TDE artists performed at the Fig Community live set. So Academics, he was there. Like we had mentioned before, they had all linked up in New York. They did the Fig Community podcast, and then they did the live show together. Act was there in the building. You know what I'm saying? There were a lot of Rippies in the building. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Brooklyn Crips in the building. Shit was real, you know what I'm saying, crazy. It was fessed up. A lot of love out there for our Fig community. You know, academics been talking about SZA lately. There was a TDE artist in the building, you know what I'm saying, performing, you know. Whatever happened, I don't know what happened. Ack was talking to some dude in the crowd. I don't even know how the other dude got the mic in the crowd, but he started calling out Ack on his bullshit. And in true Big Ack fashion, Ack tried what he would do if he was in his house alone, secured. He tried to, you know, just go crazy like, fuck you, nigga, I'm richer than you. I'm 30 million rich. Bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? He was popping off, yo. First, it looked like Ack was, you know, it was working for Ack at first. He's like, bitch ass nigga. Then the ties had turned where Ack, like, he could have let it go right there, asked him to cut the nigga's mic off, or just did the real thing and just dipped off, yo, and left, yo. You know what I'm saying? But he kept it going. So he said, if you was a real nigga, bitch ass nigga, you bring yourself to the front of the stage, bitch ass nigga. You say it to my face. All right? And this is where he fucked up, all right? You know what I'm saying? Doing too much, all right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in New York, yo, you know, if you want an issue, it'll come. You know what I'm saying? That's one place where I can assure you, if you want an issue, it don't take long to get. So anyway, somehow the guy who was popping off made his way to the front of the stage. All right, and this is where shit got tricky. He was barking on Ack crazy, calling him a pussy straight to his face. Ack's whole demeanor looked crazy. Ack's body turned into a real weird, fat dad bod, yo, instantly. Like, his body just got, like, immediately, like, morphed into, like, some plump shit, yo. He just, like, really displaced, yo. Looked like the Skims popped or something, yo. And his body just, like, got real weird, scary, and out of shape, yo. And his whole demeanor was rattled, okay? And Ack knew danger was near. Now, I will say, the goons didn't hurt him, but danger was definitely near. Now, two questions I want to ask you, bro. Was this a Fig community setup? All right, because I get that I hear they say, oh, we had nothing to do with it. We had no idea. But this was a TDE artist on their bill, you feel me? And it allegedly was his, you know, people who sent the people at Ack. You know what I'm saying? And how do you feel that Ack handled himself in this situation? Those are my two questions.
Yeah, so, all right. Is it a setup? Yes and no, because, well, this is why, like, it's not a setup, because Ack is just naive and dumb, bro. Like, clearly nah, for real, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a GOAT with the content, but when it comes to, like, street stuff, bro, it's like, you gotta pay attention, bro, because you have been popping off to about SZA crazy. And if you know about T-Rail, bro, he's, like, tied in with TDE very strong. And on the podcast, like, T-Rail, he even, like, he's like, yo, what's up with all that stuff about SZA? Like, he asked about it. So, you know what I'm saying? That was, like, sign number one. Like, all right, T-Rail's your homie, and he's asking you in a nice way. And you know he's there, you know what I'm saying, with the gang. So maybe I should, you know, anticipate that this could happen, or damn near not even show up, bro. Because the way he was talking, I damn near wouldn't even pull up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't a setup, because at the end of the day, like, T-Rail, he had already, like, you know what I'm saying, told him about, you know what I'm saying, that they wasn't feeling the SZA comments. But at the same token, like, they didn't stop, you know, homie, when he was going crazy. And, you know, they wanted to see how far it would go, but I'm sure they wouldn't have let nothing happen to Ack. And as far as Ack and how he handled it, bro, like, I mean, it's all entertaining till dudes get on stage, bro. That's all I'm going to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all, like, he's saying all the sweet stuff, all the right stuff. It sounds cool, but if dudes were to get on stage, you know what I'm saying, it'd be a whole different atmosphere. And even if you, quote unquote, held yourself down, bro, you would have messed the whole event up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be careful when you woofing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes will really take it there with you. And one, you can get seriously hurt. And even if you don't get seriously hurt, you can really stop your bread. So, you know know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think like Act was just caught off guard by the whole situation.
Nah, I believe so too. I think Act was caught off guard, but he was talking big shit in the moment, you know what I'm saying? And when the nigga got in front of him in the stage, like, I don't know if his mic cut off or not, but I couldn't hear nothing Act was saying, yo. All right, yo. So it got real quiet from Act at that point in time. When the nigga brought it to Act's face, yo, it was just talking wild shit on the mic. It was just like, nigga, I'll put hands on you, bitch ass nigga. Like, I didn't hear nothing coming out of Academic's mouth, yo.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like, that wasn't his atmosphere, and he could have really got hurt. You know what I'm saying? He could have really got hurt. But I know for a fact, like, AD and T-Rail, they some good dudes, and they wouldn't have let Act get packed out, you know, at their show. But, yeah, man, it's all entertainment. It's all entertainment. But, you know, this goes to what we were saying about, like, Act, like, just talking and some stuff catching up to you from, like, talking on the internet. Like, it's getting closer and closer. I'll say that, yeah.
Fact though, man. But you know what I'm saying? Giving y'all the update on that. Like I said, shout out Fig Community doing it real major, you know what I'm saying? Going to NYC and getting mad love, you know what I'm saying? That's real major, y'all. I gotta definitely shout them out. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, notification, subscribe button. We get to the last story of the hour, the reason why y'all are here. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all the details on it and we're gonna report on it. Diddy, well, Cassie Ventura accuses Diddy of human trafficking and physical abuse in new lawsuit. All right, let me read some details. Sean Diddy Combs was sued by former girlfriend and music artist Cassie in federal court Thursday. In the lawsuit, which was filed in federal district court in Manhattan, Cassie, real name Cassandra Ventura, accused her former lover of a number of crimes, including rape, sex trafficking, and physical abuse. Cassie claimed that throughout the relationship, which began in 2005, when she was 19 years old, Diddy would supply her with drugs and alcohol, beat the shit out of her, and force her to have sex with her and male prostitutes as he was a cuck and would film the encounters. She also alleged that the bad boy found her, forced his way into her apartment, and raped her in 2018 toward the end of the relationship. All right, and then, that's the general gist of like what she's claiming. Now, she also is alleging that, you know what I'm saying, that Diddy was so upset with her when he found out that she was fucking on Kid Cudi, that he blew up Kid Cudi's car. And we do know that Kid Cudi's car did explode. That was a story that came out a while back. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I do want to say is this, all right? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of abuse, cucking, there's a lot of craziness in the highly weird atmosphere. You know, she was 19 at the time. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's been broken up with him some time. And another thing I want to report, which is a key factor, she initially came at him, you know, with his suit, demanding money, wanted $30 million. If he said no, she was going to do a tell-all book and all this other stuff. He, you know, said, I give you 10. And she said, no, it's not good enough. And now, you know, she filed the suit, and that's where we are now. Right, you know what I'm saying? And right after this these Tupac stains on his jacket right now come to light. Now this whole thing, this hit the internet by storm, reported on all media outlets, all of the ex-girlfriends coming out with stories about how Diddy beat the shit out of them and would drug them and do all types of stuff. So now, like I said, is this a money game? Because Diddy has no criminal charges of rape, and this is all civil. So I want to get that clear. There are no criminal charges. All right. You know, now where do we draw the line of accountability for Cassie? Because, you know, she's crime victim. She's been with him for 10 plus years, since 2005 to 2018, you know, claiming all this abuse, but returning to the situation over and over again. Is she just prostituting herself here? Like, and I'm just having a debate here, you know what I'm saying? Women, I need y'all to tap in and give me the vibes. Or is she like, you know, where are the statute of limitations with certain things here, like with the abuse and things like that? Because it's like a 10-year relationship, you know what I'm saying? Certain encounters, she's dating back to 2005. It's real murky, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it is real murky, you know what I'm saying? And the messed up part is I love Diddy, man. He's a legend, bro. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like I grew up on Diddy. He's a big part of my childhood. But one thing we've always known about Diddy was he had a temper problem. You know what I'm saying? He's
Mm-hmm.
always been accused of mistreating people, and some of that stuff we even normalized. Like when we was watching Making the Band, making his artists
Mm-hmm.
walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake. Like when we kids, we think it's funny and all that, but when you get older, you like, God damn, like he really was emasculating them and
Bitching the living
just
shit out of
disrespecting, violating, even Sarah. Like it was just messed up how he did his artists, and then he didn't even really take care of them financially. So we see like Diddy has a pattern of people accusing him of like mistreating them. Now I will say that Diddy, he's shown a lot of love too. Let's not get it messed up. You know what I'm saying? He's done a lot of positive too.
Mm-hmm.
But, just because you do positive, that don't mean that, what I'm saying, you don't got your skeletons in your closet of dirt you do behind closed doors or stuff from your past. And, I think that's why he did transition to Brother Love, because he realized like the old version of himself was like real dark. And, I think like now he's closer to his kids and Young Miami, so he might be in a different light, but yeah, this is another case of like your past coming back to haunt you. But I'll say this, bro, like I don't want to say it's a money grab and that she didn't deal with no abuse, because she probably did deal with some form of abuse. But the main topic that I'm always curious about, and maybe we can get some women to comment and explain to us, is how come you don't like make it a big deal when it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like at the end of the day, like if I'm getting abused, what I'm saying, by a woman, I'm not gonna go back to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be abused. But why do we keep having these adults that go back to abuse? Like what is that about? What do you think about that? Take notes.
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? I think Cam had spoke out about this before, like, yo, ladies, speak up. And when he meant that, he didn't mean speak up 10 years after it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going through some shit initially, you know what I'm saying? Speak up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I encourage, anybody going through something, or separate, Um, we got to stop making excuses for ourselves, though, you know what I'm saying? And be accountable now. Also a part that I didn't hear Cassie mention, which I believe is true, and I have some reason to believe this, you know what I'm saying, is like, you were living a fast, wild lifestyle at a very young age, you feel me? And, this is certain things you wanted, a certain level you wanted to get to, and you were willing to compromise to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do know what you're saying. That's my whole thing. Like,
So
know
I
what I'm
haven't
saying?
heard
Like,
her admit that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, and that's why, and for me, I can never take like a story at full, like 100% with nobody when they don't take no accountability on their own, and it's always just making somebody else to be a villain. You know what I'm saying? And not being honest with themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really hear her take accountability. If anything, it's like, no, you gave me money to buy male escorts, even though I purchased them. You know? So
yeah, well, that. I mean, even the drug abuse thing, like we gotta stop making it seem like Diddy put like like a syringe in your arm or some shit of heroin and got you doped up. Like that's not the case. You're an adult. You decide to do these party favors, and then things get crazy. Just the same way when you go into Hollywood and you going in these mansions, you gotta understand like it's gonna be a freak fest. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these Hollywood dudes, like, I mean, anywhere, like, if you go in a mansion as a young lady, like, it could be a freak fest, even if you meet a guy who's a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? So we got to stop, making excuses, because we want to teach the younger generation to also be aware about your surroundings. And in a perfect world, yeah, like, you should be able to go into a rich Hollywood mansion and nothing happen to you, but that's not the reality of the world. If I go into the hood wearing, a rollie on my wrist, I'm gonna get robbed. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like, oh, I should be able to go to any place and wear my jewelry. No, like there's people that are abusers. There's good and there's bad. So, I hope that she gets justice if she really was raped and she was physically abused. And yeah, like she do deserve to get paid. But the crazier thing about this whole story is now, they trying to bring in the Kim Porter stuff. and now they trying to accuse Diddy of, you know, whacking his baby mother, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I pray to God that wouldn't be the case. You know what I'm saying? I would hope that no man would be that despicable, but you know, questions are being brought up, and I seen Kamora Lee kind of like, you know, sending little subliminals. So I don't know what you think about that. Take notes.
Well, man, you know, along with the Tupac shit going on, there was a lot of conspiracies and things coming to him in the forefront. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think I think he might have pissed off the Illuminati or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is all happening all at once. You feel me? The timing really stinks. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff is like been held in the you know, tucked in the cabinet for the right time, and that's what I think is going on with him now. With the Kim Porter stuff, like you said, I would hope he wouldn't, yo. He mourned her crazy when she died, yo. You know, this is crazy, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know anything about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen Kamora dropping her gems and stuff like that. But even Kamora, yo, you know what I'm saying? He was around it for a long time too. It's kind of like a similar situation, yo, with Cassie, yo. So I don't know.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy, man, how like everything's kind of crashing down for Diddy at one time, but you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, we just got to see more facts. You know, the Kid Cudi situation is crazy, and what I want to talk about is Ant Glizzy. Shout out to that boy.
Yeah.
But he just put out a video where he claims that the rapper that was getting hung over the balcony or whatever was Wale, man. Like, what do you think about that? You know, do you think there's any validity to that? And if so, what are your thoughts about Diddy hanging Wale off the banner like he's a Christmas ornament?
All right, so just to give the people some backstory on this, shout out Ant Glizzy one time for the culture. If you're from the DMV, you already know who Ant Glizzy is, but a lot of y'all getting to him anyway, fessing it up. You know what I'm saying? Just fessing it up, doing his thing. But he had reported a story. He used to run with Glizzy Gang with Shy Glizzy and them boys back in the day. He said they was like chilling with Wale because Shy Glizzy used to chill with Wale, and Wale was cool with Cassie, and they was trying to do some music, but he had warned them that, you know, Diddy's real crazy about, you know, Cassie. He don't want nobody around her. And I guess he even had warned Wale before, like, yo, fall back, like, don't, you know, be around her. But, you know, Wale tried to sneak a track and then bring the guys with him. And apparently Diddy came in the middle of the session and they hung him over a balcony by his Nike SBs, you know what I'm saying? That part. You know what I'm saying? Ant Glizzy got a lot of wild industry stories from being with Shy Glizzy. Now, I will say, man, like, it could, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he knows how to scam and backdoor, so it could just be a story for clout, ill, but I'll tell you this, he told it very well. How about that?
Nah, I mean, it sounds believable. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He told it very descriptive, like it could have happened, yo. So, you know, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors in this industry, but like he did, I don't know, yo. When I heard it, I, you know, when you get that feeling, just the gut feeling, like, damn, this true. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I got from it. You feel me?
Yeah, nah, that boy Ant Glizzy, you can tell his story, man. Even if it's not true, bro, he made it sound like very believable and interesting. So
he put it together, yo.
Yeah, and like it makes sense, like the way he like brought it up, and like I could see Wale collabing with Cassie, and Wale, he actually has like songs with Diddy, so you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like Wale didn't know Diddy, so yeah, it could be very true. I don't know, but if that's the case, man, Diddy is really a sinister guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Wale don't deserve all that, bro. He don't deserve
hanging about like Vanilla Ice off the balcony, yo. Come on now, yo.
Yeah,
that's crazy, son. Oh my God, we just did another wild, crazy episode. One time for the culture. Click. Tune in. Hit that like notification, subscribe button. Really appreciate everybody who did tap in with me on this Friday. Deeply appreciate it. Got my boy AGM Stacks giving y'all all the vibes, man. We covered a whole lot, but we were able to do it real right. AGM Stacks, we got any shout outs for the culture?
No shout outs this week, but once again, you know, RP to Dolph. And shout out Take Notes as well for bringing me on. And yeah, man, I'll see y'all boys soon. But until then, man, just keep taking notes and keep subscribing.
Facto. Like, I just want to shout out all my subscribers, man, who've been holding me down, yo. Tuning into all the episodes I've been dropping because I see a lot of y'all coming back. I see the numbers getting better and better. So, I just appreciate all the love, yo. That's why we've been doing this more reoccurring. Like I said, we got more different forms of content coming, more surprises and all that. We're working hard for y'all. Him and I are both tired of shit. 2 men's league games late at night, back to back. Had to make sure we still deliver the show today, you know what I'm saying? So we getting real right with y'all, the right way. Ain't that right, bro?
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah, man. But now, please, yo, make sure y'all check out the channel. Make sure y'all hitting that like, notification, subscribe. We got more content coming. Yo, like I said, it's your boy, the one and only Knows. When shit hit the fan, I'll be back for more. But for now, we out. Gleek.